this is saying welcome back to. We're going to play Runescape some more. I'm going to try to do more of my Slayer task. I want to tell you guys a little bit more about myself. Well, at least about my character. My character's name is Aristophanes. Aristophanes. Do you know who Aristophanes is? Well, he was a writer, kind of in the Socratic period. He actually made a story that made fun of Socrates. Now, the reason I know about this guy is because I've read some of his books. One of them is Clouds. That's because I have a personal interest in philosophy. I really enjoy ancient Greek philosophy. The pre-socratic thinkers, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, and some modern thinkers. But for the most part, I'm interested in the other guys, the older guys. Well, look, there's somebody here, and it looks like, oh wow, that's a steel titan. The steel titans used to look like big metal guys. Now they look like giant dragon thingies. That's interesting. I wonder when that happened. Let's ask this guy, and after I ask him, I'll tell you some more about ancient Greek philosophy and ancient Greek writers. That's my personal specialty. So let's ask him. Okay, so I'm going to press enter. I'm going to say hello. Hello. Let's see if he's friendly. If he's friendly, he might talk to me. If he's not, then he'll just ignore me. Most people are friendly, but then some people just don't really bother. So we'll just have to see. He is level 138, so that means he's the strongest that you can be. The only problem is that usually some of these guys that are really strong, they're children that are in school and have all the time in the world to play and are immature and don't care. But others are pretty normal, so hopefully this guy is normal. I'm going to ask him. I just started playing again recently. When did the steel titan change? Because I haven't been playing this game in a while, so there have been a lot of new updates. Now chances are this guy might be what's called AFK. Oh, it's an override, okay. So I'm gonna tell him, okay. Yeah, because I didn't know that. The thing when you play this game for at least 8 years, or honestly I've been playing more than 8 years because this account is somewhere around 8 years old. I've had other ones that were before this for a couple years. But the thing is, lots of things happen, and when you don't play for a long time, you just miss out on updates. So, even though I'm very knowledgeable in this game, there's still a lot of things that I just don't know. So, I ask people. Sometimes I make chit chat, sometimes I don't. I don't feel like making chit chat with this guy today, just because I'm not in the mood. Now, I've noticed that these guys have been dropping a lot of coins. I'm up to 3,381,000. Earlier I had less, or maybe I had more, who knows. It changes all the time, but I don't feel like making chit chat with this guy just because he's killing a whole lot of these. Well, he's taking a break right now, but he's killing a whole lot of them. And if I don't concentrate, then I'll have to run around like a squirrel and not get any of these guys. Okay, so let me tell you some more is that the later guys, they rejected the Greek gods, and they said that the Greek gods are too capricious. They act more like humans than gods, so they can't be an explanation of to why things work like they do. So that was kind of a paradigmatic shift in thought. And so, came Thales. Now, what did Thales want to teach us? Thales thought, he theorized that everything was made out of a substance. But the question is, what is the substance that makes up everything? Well, he said water. Thales said that everything is made out of water. Modern day, that's silly, but it's kind of, it's interesting. Why would he think that everything is made out of water? Maybe it's because, everything is fluid. That might be why. Later philosophers, some of them thought that the world was made out of ether. Some thought that everything was made out of fire, some out of earth. Then came Pythagoras. The Pythagoreans, they were actually almost like a cult. So came the Pythagoreans. They believed that the world was in harmony, or the universe was numbers and harmony and music. It's it's an interesting way of looking at things. And the funny thing is that that's kind of true, because when we look at physics, modern day physics, I forgot whose quote this is, but somebody said that physics is, or mathematics is like the handwriting of God, because it's really the closest actual empirical explanation we have of things. So there is some truth to that Pythagorean notion of that the universe is made of numbers and harmony and harmonics. That was thousands of years ago, but that does have some truth to it. Well, sorry for that tirade, but I hope you found that interesting. I'm going to be an accountant by profession, but one of my loves is mathematics, philosophy, thought, just social types of things. I specialize in communication and interpersonal empathy and understanding how others feel. I recently made a different video. It's not ASMR, it's just a normal video about problems with communication. It's not the best video, but I kind of tried to explain some of my thoughts on why people don't get along. It was a very short video, but one day I want to make a lot more of those videos, and a lot better quality ones, because when you enjoy philosophy as much as I do, you tend to think a lot about the world, a lot about how things work. My mind is always constantly running, and I've come to understand humanity, or humans as a whole, and why people act the way they do. I spend a lot of time just thinking and evaluating why people act the way they do. Because, everybody that you meet they tend to be capricious. But not that that's necessarily a bad thing. The question is why. I did spend a lot of time evaluating that. I'll kind of give you another example of one of my theories on how. Oh wow, sorry to cut myself off. But look, there's a cybernetic scale. Those are expensive. Well, at least they should be. Okay, how much is this? Wow, 297,000 this guy said, damn, this task takes forever. I'm going to be social because I like to be friendly. I'm going to tell him, yes, it does. It seems like these drop more now, but I'm not sure. So we'll see what this guy says. The only problem is when you're gone for so long, your perspective kind of changes. So, who knows? I'll tell him what I'm up to. I don't mind as much because I'm trying to get my attack defense up. The more the better. Well, that wasn't very funny, but at least I'm trying to be conversational. And this is an easy task, so I don't really mind. Let's see what he says. And I'll just keep killing more of these guys. You know, I really think that these guys are easier now because before my health would have been going down. But now it looks like I'm not losing much health at all. That might be either because of my bunyip or maybe they're made weaker. You know, this game it hasn't been nearly as popular before, so they might have made these guys weaker. This guy says I don't pick it up, just here to get sleigh experience and range experience. Good, very good. So he's just here to get sleigh experience and range experience. I still do. I'm broke. What is your goal? XP. I have 99 slayers. I'm not too worried about the experience, but I certainly do mind the coins. Well, let's smack these guys more. Smack. And pick up these coins. Look, wow, 15,000. And then 13,000. Then now, this is trash. 120 HP right now, and then range. That's quite a lot. That means he probably has a lot more experience than I do. That's a good goal. I'm very far from that. I have about 17 million HP experience. When he says 120, he means he wants to have like 200 million experience. Personally, that's gonna take me at least another like 5 years. I don't plan on doing that. I have actual things to do. I have to go to work. I have to go to school, so that's not going to happen. If playing this game was my full-time job, then maybe, but I'd much rather be an accountant. He's at 92 point. Wow, see, look, 95.2 million. I only have 17. Yeah, so he does a lot. So say yikes. 17 million. How much slay XP do you? I'm just being conversational. I'm That's actually why I'm doing Slayer right now, is to warm up. Now, a benefit of Slayer. Now, remember that I had told you that when you do Slayer, it gives you damage bonuses, so you can kill more stuff. Well, the benefit of that is that if you have a Slayer task that can also be used for a boss monster, that means you're going to do extra damage to the boss monster. That's really helpful. Now, there's something called calphites. Calphites are these giant bugs. The benefit of those giant bugs is that there's a calphite queen and a calphite king, kind of like ant king, or ant queen, or just, they're bugs. They're just big bugs. Well, the good thing is that if you get calphites as a task, like let's say 100 of them, then you can do 100 bosses. That means you can do the boss monster 100 times while getting extra damage and extra attack stats or bonuses. So, you'll kill them a lot easier than normal. That's really helpful. Last time I did that, I think I had the Black Dragon as a task, and I killed Queen Black Dragons. Now, that's one of the strongest monsters in the game. It might take you minutes and minutes just to kill her, and I'll have a full inventory of food. Now, notice how for the past 2 videos, I've been in the same place for about an hour, just barely eating any food. And this is like light food. There can be a lot more heavier options. Well, for the Queen Black Dragon, I would be in there for only a few minutes, but in just those few minutes, I would eat food that is a lot stronger than this. But I would eat all of it, and then I would have to teleport if I didn't have enough left. It's really intense. I think once I get used to this, I might do another ASMR video while killing her. But I don't know if that's a good idea or not, because it's going to be a little bit intense, and I don't want it to be not relaxing. So if you want, you can leave me a comment in the description, or just leave me a comment to this video and tell me that you'd like me to do that. And if you would, I will. And if not, I won't. I just don't want it to be too crazy. But it is a lot of fun. I'm just not ready to do that right now. Okay, so at 2 they have a key. There's something in this game called a full key, and there's a 2 half and a loop half, and there opens a secret chest. If you're just starting this game out, that'll be really exciting, but the problem is that it's not really worth that much coins, especially if you're an experienced player like me. So, just something to keep in mind. Honestly, I just take these keys and I sell them on something called the Grand Exchange. Sell them there. Okay, Death Root. Oh wow, another blue charm. I probably haven't been paying attention to my drops, but probably missed a bunch of those blue charms, but that's okay. There are plenty of more. I wonder how many more of these guys I have left. Oops, I didn't want to teleport. That would have been bad. Okay, how many kills left? I have 139 more kills. Man, that guy was right. These 2 take forever. I have 1 minute before my familiar vanishes, so I'm going to drink this potion to have more of these familiar energies, and then I'm going to summon. Okay, so I'm going to renew my familiar. That costed me one of those pouches, but now he's going to be here for another, I think 44 minutes, so it's really helpful. If you play this game and you do the summoning skill, it's really good to have like level 70 or level 80, because this bunyip is very helpful. He heals you. just too much time. Okay, I'm gonna smack this guy some more. Smack, 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 smack. You know, sometimes while I'm in the middle of doing this, I like to check how many drops I got, or how much coins worth I'm getting. So I know just from the coins, I've probably gotten at least like 300,000. Actually, no, I've gotten 600,000 because I think when I started the earlier video, I just had 3,050,000 or something like that. I don't know, I could be wrong. So, let me grab some more coins. And then I'm going to check how much drops I've gotten worth. So, to do that, I'm going to right click here and do price checker. Exit this out. This is, oops. Okay, so price checker. Okay, I'm going to add these, and add these, and add these, add all of this cool stuff that I got. Okay, adding all of it. Oops. Wow, look, 700,000. 700,000 plus probably 500,000. That's 1.2 million coins. And let's see, I had 220 kills. Now I have 130. Wow, 1.2 million and 90 kills. You know, I'm actually completely convinced now that since I left a year ago, they made these drops better. That's probably to increase the retention on players that play this game. But, you know, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. Alright guys, I have to go. I think I'm getting tired. I'm going to go to sleep. Or maybe not, we'll see. But I have to go to the bathroom. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you watch the next one where, once again,